one of the first times I've seen a C-Class estate version. You get actual exhausts right here, guys. Very flexible to live with. Good for the city, good for the Belgian roads. Hello everyone. Small, smart, city-friendly, and still just as cozy and comfortable as the E-Class, or shall I say, the S-Class. This over here is the all-new Mercedes C-Class. I'm gonna make a confession to you all. I never was a big fan of the C-Class before, but something has changed this time. Now here's the thing, everyone. When it comes to big diesel engines or big vehicles like SUVs, sports cars, basically anything that costs beyond 80,000 euros, Mercedes takes the trophy out of Audi and BMW. Because Mercedes was born from limousines and trucks. So therefore, naturally, I always expect the best from them in this regard. But when it comes to small sedans, I never had faith in Mercedes simply because I never liked their cars either. The small Mercedes cars, like the C-Class. I always looked down on the C-Class. I always saw the BMW 3 Series as the ideal one to look at. But today, something really interesting has happened. Mercedes made the C-Class more desirable than ever. This time the C-Class had quality issues. It was horrible to look at. This particular Mercedes C-Class costs 62,000 euros. Is this good value for money or not? Usually it's difficult to talk about value for money, but since this is an estate version, it's implicated that it's supposed to be family friendly. The exterior design of the Mercedes C-Class, everyone. Now it looks really interesting. Now I don't know if it's just me, but from the front in this angle, Mercedes has adopted a rather A-Class style to it. Like especially towards this area. But then it's now very nice. It looks good. Now a reoccurring thing I noticed when I first saw this all-new C-Class, I thought to myself that Mercedes made it more round-edged, because there was a time it was all sharp edge and everything, and now something has changed about Mercedes. They've gone all round-edged, guys. The rear lights appear to have a similar concept to the A-Class, so it's very interesting how Mercedes indulged with this sort of design. Very interesting. Very cool. Now, another thing I would like to remark, guys, is that this is one of the first times I've seen a C-Class estate version in a very, very, very long time. They're just very rare to see. This particular C-Class is also equipped with the AMG kit to it, as you can see. It's elaborate. The nice AMG bumpers and the AMG wheels, guys. Nice alloys with an AMG on the side. Wonderful. And you get actual exhausts right here, guys. Nothing pretentious. Now this is one of the most AMG thing ever. 360-degree parking cameras, guys. And you get parking sensors at the front and at the rear. And you get lovely Mercedes headlights, guys. Wonderful. Just look at it. The details. Actual air vents right here, guys. All four doors have keyless entry, everyone. Chrome on the door looks nice, but I feel like it was a bit too much, guys, because every time someone opens the door, there's fingerprints on the chrome aspect of it, on the chrome trim of it, so you just have to watch out. I tend to be, you know, I like it clean, so therefore I would just open it like this, avoid touching the chrome. 62,000 euros, and you get fake vents right here. But the biggest benefit you get from the diesel engine is that it's a good cruiser for the highway, so therefore you won't be needing to stop very often at gas stations, and you can cruise all the way to Switzerland with comfort. Now moving on to the interior of the Mercedes C-Class, everyone. Wow! Interior of the Mercedes C-Class, everyone. Wow! It's quite nice. Very cozy, as expected, and very interesting. Very interesting what's going on here, guys. First impression, I kind of rolled my eyes because it just reminds me of the S-Class. I mean, it's Mercedes' thing, alright? It's everybody's thing. Even BMW does the same thing. First, I would like to talk about the leather seats, guys. AMG seats, guys. Looks really nice. Black leather, that's tradition to have when you have a sport kit. You get this trim that looks like carbon fiber, but it's not. It's some really nice sporty trim. Ta-da! There you go. Interior, Mercedes has adopted the exact similar concept as the S-Class. The S-Class was the first one to have this interior. Everyone gets it now. I saw this in the GLC, and now I see it with this C-Class. It's questionable in terms of identity, guys, because, you know, it would be nicer if every class has their own styling, something that distinguishes itself from other models. But then on the non-questionable aspect, like on the good side, it's really nice, guys. I mean, it's quite nice how Mercedes has gone about it. So, infotainment system right here, digital instrument cluster right there. Traditional Mercedes seating adjustment. They always have it right here, and I love it with seating memory. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like Mercedes has taken the most care of their window buttons and mirror controls out of Audi and BMW. So congratulations, Mercedes. But this is a concept they adopted from the EQ classes, because I recall the EQ classes were the first ones to have this concept. Now, I found it questionable initially because, you know, you have to pull the door closed using this. So over time, it can become fragile. That was my thought. So, you know, you just have to be careful with it. Or, whenever closing the door, I would not pull it from here. I would pull it from here. There you go. Just avoid pulling with this because this is just too nice. Panoramic sunroof, everyone. Very good for when you're cruising to Switzerland. Although if you're cruising with that thing on the roof... yeah, lovely presentation of the air vents, guys. Make it look all sporty and everything, like an AMG sports car. Wonderful. Now, lovely steering wheel, guys. Nice to hold on to, but it's just too thick, guys. This is the thing about Mercedes and BMW. Whenever they offer sport kits to their cars, the steering wheel is just really thick. Just look at this, guys. This is the nicest part to hold. Now we cannot forget to talk about practicality solutions, guys. Let's go for it. So, Mercedes has developed a funny system right here. I have to slide this in order for this to open. But initially, I was always thinking I had to push this down or something, or push it from here. You can also push it from there if you want. So, here. Ta-da! Okay, there. So, USB points there, cup holders right here, micro storage space right here, and the storage space in there is rather deep. It's good for your telephone, and if you want to close it, push this gently. Ta-da! Now, storage space, central console storage space, guys. USB points in there, nice material it's lined with, but it's not very deep. Oh well. At least I like the sound it makes when you close it. The glove box is nice. I like the material it's lined with. The LED light in there is very nice, but the size is average for its price and segment. Nice door bin right here, guys, but it's not very long. It stops like until here or something. Oh well, decent enough, but I don't think you can fit a big water bottle. Now, whilst exploring this interior of the Mercedes C-Class, I also noticed some questionable aspects. The first questionable aspect I'd like to remark, guys, is that this whole thing tilts towards the driver. Yes, many of you will say there is some driver benefits. Mercedes is more driver-centric now. But this is where the question is. This is where the problem is, actually, because Mercedes used to have a reputation for having everything symmetrical. And now they've just gone down BMW's way of interior designing. Which is... because BMW was the one that was always driver-centric, whereas Mercedes was the one that was all classy, or, you know, all... either passenger-centric or just something that draws importance or something that draws attention on the road. Another problem I've noticed is that you do not get a storage space up here for your glasses. Oh, look everyone. This is the rear seat of the Mercedes C-Class, and here you get a child seat already installed if ever you need. So leg room is very good. My knee room is very good. I mean, I have a lot of space. My headroom is also quite nice. Handle right here. Coat hook right here, and you get a beacon of hope lighting over here. Now, both rear seats get pockets, guys. Wonderful. Although it's it's not hard plastic actually. It's squidgy plastic. Quite nice. And then over here you get storage space, but no climate control for those air vents. So you have to compromise. But you do get additional. Wow. Oh, okay. Look at this, guys. You get 2 USB points and 12-volt socket here. and it can fold up. Now it's time to explore the boot space of the Mercedes C-Class estate. Now the boot space is naturally more spacious than the sedan version. Nothing to expect over there. So nice LED light over here. You get two hooks right here, one hook right here and one hook right there. And you get this to cover it if you ever need. And by the way, I like the material it's lined with. Now, I do not see any 12-volt socket anywhere, but I do see tether points on the sides. Very good. Now 62,000 euros, guys. It should come as no surprise you're not going to buy this car for family use alone unless you work for a company and you get this as your company vehicle. I have to say, this all-new Mercedes C-Class is one of the most interesting Mercedes cars of today's generation, primarily because it's a hot seller here in the EU market, and it's one of the best vehicles to have when you live around the city, guys. Very maneuverable, economic values, and also they are very flexible to live with. Price of 62,000 euros. Is this C-Class good value for money or not? You know what, everyone? I think this C-Class is great value for money. But make no mistakes, guys. This is a diesel engine, so you're not really buying this car with the priority of economic values, but you are buying this car with the priority of driving to the fullest, especially on the highway. You can do road trips with a lot of ease and you get better fuel economy on the highway, especially if it's a Mercedes engine. Mercedes and diesel are one of the best. The equipment list of this Mercedes C-Class was amazing. You get AMG kit, you get a 360-degree parking camera, something actually pretty rare for a premium segment, because the premium segments, they love penalizing you for playing budget. So, whereas Mercedes was rather generous with this C-Class to some extent, so quite nice. Fully electric seating adjustment, guys. Wonderful. You want my humble opinion of this Mercedes C-Class, don't you? My humble opinion? I love this Mercedes C-Class. This is one of the best Mercedes of today's generation, guys. Good for the city, good for the Belgian roads, and speaking of Belgian roads, they will continue to dominate Belgian roads. With a fight against Audi and BMW, obviously. Who cares, guys? Mercedes did a brilliant job with the C-Class, far better than ever, but there still needs to be little improvements made, and I really wish Mercedes sticks to their own thing. Do not do what BMW and Audi does, please. Mercedes, be yourself. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos that are on the run. And don't forget to check the links in the description for my car reviews, travel videos, and my creativity videos.